Hey, guess what? Get out all the board games and I'm gonna pass the butcher and get us some meat. We're having a family weekend.
We're going away? Darling, but that's such short notice. I also thought that you were working the last time I checked. You can't just spring this up on me.
Sorry, there was a change in my schedule. They finally hired a temp, which means that I have to put in fewer extra hours. This'll only be for a short while, but aren't you happy? This is my first weekend off in a very long time. Now I get to spend it with my beautiful wife and son.
I promised my sister I'd go to the hair salon with her. Luke is gonna bring Evan much later.
But it won't take that long, I'm sure. You and your sister can go to the salon. Evan and I can stay in, order some food, watch all our favorite movies, and not have to worry about a thing.
I'll let you know, I'm not really feeling up to it. I wanted to take him with me. You know that his father can never keep up with his grooming. His hair's grown too long now.
You've been begging me to get an off day for ages now, so I can also spend time with Evan. But it's fine, maybe I can make it next week. To be honest, I want some time to bond with Evan. Even though he's not my biological son, he's still very important to me.
I'll let you know as the week goes on if I can arrange something with his dad, but I'm making no promises.
I don't get why Luke can't also join us. It'd be great. To be honest, I miss human interaction, and I just want to spend some time with the people that I love.
I know, my love, and I'll let you know, but I also don't want tension between you and Luke.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I hold no grudge against him, plus, it's Evan's weekly visitation. He also deserves to be surrounded by those who love him.
Yes, you're right. Fine. Let me get back to you. You know, the funny thing is that I forgot a client gave me tickets for a car show. Do you want to go?
Yes, that'd be the perfect weekend getaway.
It's an hour and a half out of town, and there were only 2. Maybe you should ask someone to go with you. Plus, they don't allow kids.
Okay, I can go and check it out, but I was hoping for a quiet evening. I guess we could both use some time to ourselves? You can pamper yourself with Evan, and I'll be at the car show. Then we can see each other on Sunday evening, since it's over 2 days. It's so sad that every time Evan visits, I'm so busy and I don't have time to see him. It's not fair that Luke got full custody.
It's easier because Evan's in a good school, which Luke pays for. And him changing schools would have disrupted him.
You're right. Okay, then let me see if I can get someone to go to the car show with me. I can't wait. Hey sis, guess who has an off day?
So, now you have time to master the songs, right?
Oh no, I completely forgot about that.
I get it. You have a tiring job as a technician.
But sis, you know that I love making music as well. I haven't had time to work in my studio for weeks. But now this car show came up and I don't want to miss it.
A car show? Tell me all about it.
Well, it's over Friday and Saturday and I plan to come back on Sunday. I actually wanted to ask you if you'd come with me because my wife gave me tickets.
Is it not Evan's visit this weekend? And it's your first weekend off. You should be spending it with your wife, no?
It seems like she'll be busy and I don't want to get in her way.
Bro, I don't want to seem pushy, but you and I have been working on our music project for several months despite our busy schedules. You've not had an entire weekend to work on mastering. Do you really want to spend it at a car show?
You know what? You're right. And I did want to add some vocals to Winter Waterfall. It feels as if it needs more layers.
Exactly. You have a toolshed recording studio in your backyard and you don't even leave the house. I'm sorry, I'm just so excited about our music, and I want us to release the EP soon.
No, you're right. You've been doing a great job marketing our only single so far. Well then, I'll have to stay in this weekend.
Perfect then.
You can take the tickets and go with a friend if you want.
Really? That would be great. I owe you one.
No, it's fine. That's what brothers are for.
Hey, I see that your car is still in the driveway. Will you not be late?
Oh, yes. I left the house to have my evening run. Might even have a few beers and watch something.
What do you mean? I thought you were going.
Nah, I don't feel like it. I might do some work in the studio and then spend time with you and Evan if you're free. What time is Luke dropping him off, do you think?
It shouldn't be long, but I do wish that you'd told me you weren't leaving. I already have my weekend booked, so you won't even see me.
That's fine with me. Look, I told you already, I just want to spend time working on mine and Carmela's music. It's been so long since I produced anything and I'm itching to get to it. Look, I gotta go now. I'll text you though.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Honey, I'm so sorry to do this to you. I know you're sitting down and resting already, but I had a favor to ask of you.
Sure, what did you have to ask?
There's a toolbox in the tool shed. It has some hair extensions I bought long ago. I need to give them to my sister tomorrow. I'm about to leave and go pick up Evan because his dad told me he can't make the drive tonight.
How could he do that to you when you agreed that he was going to drive here? But it's fine, let me go and get them for you. Where's the box, exactly?
It's a big Amazon box. You won't miss it. I think it's in one of the corners.
Sure, let me do that. Hey, I can't find the box. Hey, I somehow got locked in here and I can't find the key. Is there someone who broke in? Hey, my love, I don't know if you're back. The service here is non-existent and I forgot my pocket router. I've tried calling you, but let me try and get some service. This is so funny. I got locked in the tool shed. I'm sure you must think I decided to ditch the mission, but that's why I'm not answering. Damn me for making this shed soundproof. Here's to hoping you'll think of looking for me because there's barely any food or water here. Hey mom, my phone is on 5% and there's no service here. I don't know if there will be any. I've been stuck here for hours and I don't think Elizabeth knows. God, I wish I'd listened when he told me what to do in a situation like this. I'm very dehydrated and my phone is about to die. I swear, man, I had nothing to do with it. Please don't press charges against me. I did not know that Elizabeth locked you in the tool shed. Oh, so now I'm supposed to pity you when you've been having fun with my wife under this very roof of mine? She tried to kill me, and I'm sure that you knew. She didn't want to kill you. She just needed you away for a while so that we could spend the weekend together. So she thought it was a good idea to lock me in the tool shed with no food or water? What kind of monster does that? And how long has this been going on? Look, I'm really sorry. Please don't press charges against me. It would do you well to answer every single one of my questions. My mom's a cop, and right now she's very angry because she walked in on you and my wife. How long has this been going on? On the weekends, when Evan visits, because you normally get your day off days during the week. Why? We just really like each other and can't stay away from each other. Bro, do you remember that you left her with a 1-year-old kid, fought for sole custody when the child was 3, and now for the past 3 years you've been staying with him? You hurt her, you didn't support her, and now she became a shadow of herself when she married you. But I met her, I showed her real love, and I married her. I stepped up, and I was the man that she needed you to be. But of course, you can't stand seeing her happy, can you? You just had to come back and mess her up. I didn't come back to mess her up, man. She's the one who wanted me. She's the one who started making advances on me earlier this year. Do you know that our son thinks that we're still married and he thinks you're her brother? What? Yeah, I don't believe you. She was very good at what she does. She made sure to arrange the visits when you are not home so that we'd have uninterrupted time. Why not leave me then? That's a question you'll have to ask her. You messed with my family and I will not take this lying down. Correction, my family. She wants to be mine, not yours. And Evan is a product of our love. I know you wanted to score brownie points by being a father to a stepchild, but that's just beta energy. Oh, so I see that you're being cocky. Well, pride comes before the fall.
Hey, my dear, how are you feeling?
The hospital said they can discharge me anytime. I was severely dehydrated, but I feel a bit better now. I've just had a chat with, Luke.
What did that scoundrel of a man want? Does he want to finish you off?
He was just trying to cover his tracks because he's afraid I'll press charges against him. But I have no proof that he helped her lock me in the shed. How did you know that something was wrong?
Mother's intuition. You usually call me on either Friday or Saturday to talk about your week, but you did not this week. When I asked about your wife, she said you were at a car show. I asked your sister, and she said you gave her the tickets. And you never went with her because you wanted to work in the shed/studio.
Well, you are one of the best officers on the force. Of course he picked up that something was wrong.
I looked for you everywhere, but I didn't find you. So then on Sunday morning, I took the patrol car and part of the squad to come to your house and look for you. They found you in the shed, and you are barely breathing. You only had a little 500 ml bottle of water. You were so dehydrated that if we didn't find you in time, we would have been speaking a different story.
Then what happened?
I barged into your house and saw your wife with that Luke. I lost it and dragged them out of the house.
And Evan?
He was next door playing. Then when I found you, she confessed to what she was doing and said sorry, but what she did to you was attempted murder. So I had no choice but to arrest her. She resisted arrest and actually punched me. But the other officers managed to restrain her. Unfortunately, she hit her head quite hard on the road as she was resisting arrest.
Oh, that's why she's in the hospital. Is, she awake yet?
I'm awaiting news, but once she wakes up, she will be arrested.
She did all this right under my nose. She was willing to let me starve in that tool shed just because she wanted to be with Luke. Do you know that Evan doesn't even recognize me as a stepfather because they told him I'm his mom's brother?
Interesting. This could also mean that this was premeditated, that they wanted to get you out of the picture so that they could be together.
Yeah.
But why didn't she divorce you?
So that she can lose her perks? I mean, I pay for everything in this house. The car she drives is mine. She doesn't make enough money at her job to sustain her lifestyle.
And thanks to my advice, she signed a prenup.
And Luke would probably not want her considering that he has a girlfriend.
Disgusting. Those two deserve each other. I wish he'd never married her.
You're right. Well, they won't get away with this.
So I spoke to a friend who works with CPS, and you do have a case. They can take away custody of her because she has an ongoing criminal case.
What about Luke?
Not much proof that he aided her.
I want them both not to have custody. I want them to lose everything and feel what the pain's like. They betrayed me, let me in a tool shed for days, and didn't even check up on me.
They're not human beings, brother. Those two are literally animals.
We'll have to teach them a lesson then.
Good news. She lost total custody of the child. The fact she used to leave the child with the neighbors while she had her affair did not help.
Yeah, the neighbor's testimony definitely helped. When they heard what she did, they told me that they'd help me prove that she's negligent.
How's the case going?
We have a strong case, but it's taking ages. But the divorce is being processed. I think once I have the outcome of the case, then I'll get a quick and painless divorce.
Agreed.
Well, the outcome wasn't that bad. 3 months in prison, and she did lose custody of her child.
I told you there'd be justice. But I hate the fact that she didn't get more years.
She kept on insisting that it was a stupid mistake, but how low must her IQ be for her to think leaving a person in a room for nearly 3 days with nothing is a good idea? I hope that she'll learn to become a better person in prison.
People like her do not change. She's always been cunning. I saw it when you two got married, but I didn't want to say anything because I've always considered your happiness before my own feelings.
Carmela has always warned me about her in the way that she was always asking for money.
Well, now everything's backfired for her. She has nothing and no one.
She'll just go back and live with her mom where she was living after her first divorce.
Probably. Not every mother can turn their child away, no matter what they did wrong. Hi, I'm coming to the house to fetch my clothes.
Please have your mother come and do it?
You want my 60-year-old mom with back problems to come and fetch so many things?
So many things. Your things fit into 2 suitcases. I don't know what things you mean.
My sofas, my TV, and my bed that I bought.
With whose credit card?
So, you want me to return home with nothing?
I included the plates that you bought. Are you forgetting that we're divorced and we signed a prenup? What was yours before we got married is what is yours now.
You took advantage of the fact that I was in prison, but I'm gonna press charges on your mom, and then you'll feel my pain.
Against my mom? For what?
She smashed my head onto the ground when she was arresting me.
She will not get arrested for that. She was doing her job after you resisted arrest.
No, I did not resist arrest. I have proof that it was personal. Luke is willing to vouch for me.
What do you want then?
I want 50K so I can start my life over again. I lost months of my life because of you.
Because of me? How dare you accuse me of such when you're the one who did that to yourself? No one told you to cheat. And bring Luke. Bring the whole city to press charges against my mom. You will not succeed because she's an honorable cop with a good reputation, but you're more than welcome to try.
I'll send someone to fetch my stuff. Brother, I have some shocking news for you.
What happened?
Her mother kicked her out.
Why?
I heard that she's not even visited her since she went to prison. She tried to contact her mom, but her mom has refused all attempts at contact. When she came back with her stuff, her mother kicked her out. I heard from Luke's girlfriend.
Since when are you friends with her? And she stayed with him after what he did?
I do not get the effect he has on women because he's narcissistic and one of the most boring people that I know. But yes, his girlfriend was ranting about how she showed up at their house, demanding a place to stay and see her kid.
Whoa, I wish I'd seen that.
I know. Sophie was livid. She said that Elizabeth is a vile witch who seduced her boyfriend. Sophie was so close to hurting her, but she didn't want to go to jail. So Luke told her that he doesn't want her and she should leave him and his kid alone. Imagine it. All that she did was for nothing. For a man who didn't want her and then still doesn't want her now.
I tried my hardest to love her, even though she could be near impossible at times. I don't know what I ever did wrong for her to betray me like that, but yeah, I'm glad that she's lost everything now. Prison didn't teach her anything, but maybe having to earn everything that she lost again is gonna teach her how to be a better person.
Yes, I also hope that Luke gets his own one day. He got away scot-free in all this, and it doesn't sit well with me. Maybe we could plan something for him.
No, I mean, I don't have time to worry about unimportant people like him. Right now, I just want to spend all my free time on music. At least now that she's gone, I don't have to deal with her nagging me every night to take her out to dinner because she couldn't be bothered to cook.
Don't worry, you'll find the one for you. But yes, you need to focus on healing. I told you were gonna pay for what you did. All of you will regret the way you crossed me. I've always been a good mother and wife. Neither you nor Luke deserved me. Neither of you ever saw me for the gem that I am.
Do I need to block you? You're disturbing me and it's late in the night. Some of us have jobs, you know?
Oh, really? Do you have places to be after what you did to me? I have nowhere to go. I have no one now, and it's all your fault. I hate you so much. You were the worst husband a woman could have. The only thing I liked about you was that you had money, and didn't mind that I had a child. You were so pathetic, like a lovesick simp. I could do what I wanted right under your nose, and you were oblivious.
I was once blind, yes, but I see you for the snake that you are now. Leave me alone. Iris. Luke? What do you want? Have you not done enough? Hear me out. It's an emergency. Are you home? Yes, I'm home. Why? Lock everything. Call your mom to protect your house if you can. Why? What happened? Last night, she broke into my house. She's lost her mind. You should have seen her. She's been stalking me and Sarah and sending us threats. When we got a restraining order, she broke into our house while we were sleeping and attacked us with a knife. Whoa, what the hell? She narrowly missed my chest. I'm fine, but she attacked Sophie's face and she's in ICU now. Her parents won't let me see her because they blame me for what happened. She talked to me days ago, and since then I increased my security around my house. She seemed very angry. She's been wanting to see her kid, but I'm not legally allowed to let her, and she doesn't understand. I also don't know where she's been staying, but she looks terrible. Tell me that the police caught her. Not yet, but they are looking for her. Stay safe. I don't know what she'll do next because she's very upset. Great. This is just what I needed to start the day. Thank you for telling me, though. I'll be careful.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that we've caught her.
I hope that you lock her up and throw away the key.
Oh, I wish we could, but right now she's having a psychiatric evaluation.
Why?
When we saw her, she was under a bridge and eating from a bin. She looked like she hadn't slept in days, and she was saying incoherent things. We have reasons to believe that she's mentally disturbed.
I highly doubt that it could be an act to get out of having to go to prison. This is her second offense this year, and she permanently scarred Sophie. I don't think that she'd want to go back there.
We're currently investigating, and I will let you know.
Any update, Mom?
We spoke to her mom, who tells us for the short time she stayed with her, she was showing signs of aggression and seeing her mom as if it was you or Luke. After she nearly choked her mother, she kicked her out for her own safety. Since then, she's been living on the streets, and there are reports she may have lost her mind.
Well, what is the psychiatrist saying? Has she lost her mind?
Maybe she has. If she has, then she must be taken to a mental hospital, where they'll treat her until she's normal again.
Wow, I don't know what to say.
Me neither, son. I'm just happy that you're alive and well.
The court passed the verdict. She's been deemed mentally unwell and must spend time in the mental institution. The psychiatrist said that it's unlikely that she'll ever recover from her delusions.
I remember seeing her. It's so scary. I remember who she used to be, and this is not her. She doesn't even remember most of the things that happen now.
It's very strange. After they found her and hospitalized her, she couldn't remember me or Luke, but she can remember her son. But it's highly unlikely that she'll see him again. Luke absolutely hates her now because Sophie left him after she attacked them.
I'm happy for her. She should have left a long time ago. Now she has permanent scars and PTSD from that terrible night. I spoke to her and she's doing better now, attending therapy and trying not to think too much about it.
As long as she recovers one day, this was a terrible ordeal that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Elizabeth's mom asked me to see her.
Why?
She's hoping that it'll help her to recover.
Are you going to go?
It wouldn't hurt. I want to see her and talk to her. I want her to come back and be sane so that she can remember her crimes as well as the pain she caused. I want her to spend years in a jail cell, repenting.
Be careful. You might not find the answers you're looking for.
I intend to. I want to look her in those eyes and see if she remembers. Hi, Mom. I'm gonna be visiting you for the weekend.
Of course, my dear, you may. Are you okay?
Yes, of course I'm fine. Can I not visit you just because I miss you?
You're not visiting me just because you miss me. Something happened.
I went to see her at the mental hospital. I wanted her to be better so that I could confront her.
Was she?
She was not. She was a mess, singing and talking to people who weren't there. She barely even acknowledged me. Her mom says the doctors fear she has permanent brain damage.
This means that she's gonna be lost in her mind forever.
She won't have to face what she's done, basically.
But I think that punishment is enough.
How can it be, Mom? She got away. She wrecked my life and she got away. Do you know that I've been unable to step foot in that tool shed for months because every time I look at it, I remember how crowded it felt and how I thought I was gonna die in there?
My dear, she lost you. Lost her child. She lost Luke and her own mother turned on her.
I know.
And then she lost her mind. The only thing she had left. She'll never be able to work, take care of herself, have true happiness, or be herself ever again. In all honesty, she's gone.
I know.
Now hurry home. We can watch all the Toy Story movies. I'll make you your favorite dishes. Come to Mom, my dear.
Thank you so much, Mom. Took a long time to let go of my anger, but in the end, I did. I moved everything that was in the tool shed into a spare room in the house. A couple of months later, I agreed to go to therapy. Then I started making music with my sister again. Luke turned into an alcoholic due to his guilt, and CPS took his child. They gave custody to Elizabeth's mom. I haven't seen her ever since, and she's still in the same state.